Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. I'm sorry it's taken so long to get a video out, but we've been very busy and we finally got some time. So we've come up to the unit to carry on working on the Mini. So we've got the engine out on the crane, out on the stand, sorry, as you might have seen in the last video. And I said that I had to order a crank pulley tool, which is what I've done. So we're just about to pull the crank pulley off. We realise we don't have some of the tools to fully do the chain today, so we're going to strip it down and get it to a point, hopefully, where we just got to take the guides out and then just replace the chain. So yeah, hopefully today will just be engine work, nice and easy, and then we'll potentially look at putting it back into the car. So hope you enjoyed this video. We're going to get the pulley off and start cleaning the engine up. So we've got the pulley tool set up. There's 3 bolts that wind into the 3 bolts on the actual pulley. Then there's a big bolt that you wind in place of the actual crank pulley bolt, and then you wind this big bolt through the tool and onto the pulley, and then it's just a case of tightening it up and it'll pull it off. And there we have it, there's the crank pulley off. As you can see, Owen's unwinding that bolt that I was on about that you have to push in for the actual tool to push on. So there we go, crank pulley's off and the tool's out. There we go, we'll be able to take this timing cover off now. So Owen's just undoing some of the timing cover bolts now. There's a lot of oil buildup and carbon and crap basically, which could suggest an issue with the front crank seal. So I've got a replacement one. We're going to replace that anyway, just come in a kit, so we'll sort that out. I have already taken the tensioner off. Owen's just taken the idler pulley off. And yeah, I'm going to get some brake cleaner on it and give it a good clean, because it is disgusting.
You want to get that seal as well.
He's correct.
Because that's classed as the front crank seal there. Because it hasn't got one on it.
Pretty sure I
haven't got one here.
Pretty sure I've already got it.
So there's the tensioner.
Little fucker.
I'd be changing that as well.
Yeah, I've got one.
You've got. That's not a seal. But yeah.
Well, at least the guide isn't all sitting in the bottom. I hope that picked that up.
Wow.
So,
What is that?
I was just saying to Owen,
That's a bit. That's a guide.
at least the guide isn't sitting in the bottom. In a joking way, went to pick this bit of plastic up, and that is part of a guide.
You thought that was like carbon?
I thought it was a bit of oil or
like sealant or whatever.
something like that.
And that's sat right here, isn't it?
Holy fuck. Where's that snap from?
It's got to be up from like here. That feels a bit rough.
That looks very loose.
It's snapped from there,
Has it? Oh yeah?
I think.
Yeah, it has, I think. Oh no, actually. Oh, is it snapped to here, look?
Yeah,
Like
it
that.
has. Yeah. That's why.
Wow.
That's why you've had to change the tension so many times, because it's getting loose here. Because that's the chain's supposed to be set further across. So it looks like you need 2 new guides as well.
Got them.
Have you?
I got a full kit. Well, fuck.
Well, it's good. No, to be fair, good. We took the engine out now.
Yeah, and it didn't blow up.
Yeah, because if we didn't do this timing chain, that could have caused you a lot of problems.
Would have been a new engine o'clock, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so stressed now.
Well, it's good. It's good. I talked you into getting out, and
Yeah. So it's less than ideal, but we went to try and turn the engine round, and 2 of the gearbox bolts are actually on the back side of the sump over here. So we needed to obviously jiggle them around a bit. But anyway, it's sitting like this now. We can see all of the sump bolts. So we're going to just crack them loose, get the sump off, get the gasket changed, clean the sump up, put the sump back on. Happy days. Get it back mounted properly, and then I'll be able to rest easy. So let's get it started.
I'm gonna hold it.
Yeah.
Got it?
Holy fuck!
Oh my god!
Holy shit!
No!
That's a thumbnail. Holy shit!
At least it's got fresh oil, isn't it? You are lucky fucker.
God.
You are so lucky.
Shit me.
Jesus Christ.
At least there's no metal in there. Holy fuck. Shit me.
Shit the bed.
Shit the bed indeed.
You might want to check your oil pickup pipe as well.
Yeah. Just full of plastic.
Oh my god.
Is it? And metal. Is that plastic?
Yeah. You might have to take that off. Maybe get a new one, I'd say. Because it is actually full of plastic.
Fuck's sake.
Like, look.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I'd probably say get a new one of those, Jack.
Okay.
Just because
Shit.
you don't want fucking, when you do redo it all, you don't want that shit going back in.
Holy fuck. I can't quite believe it. I thought there was nothing wrong with it. It was a minter.
That's what we say about all our cars. And we've got one that's been sat there for 6 months. One that...
Fixed today, may I add.
Well, might be fixed today, but we've got one that has been sat for 6 months. Mine chews through oil and fuel. This has plastic.
Just choose plastic. I just don't quite understand where it's all fucking come from.
Be a guide, wouldn't it? It'd be up the top somewhere. You'll see it when you take the guides off.
Jesus Christ. We're so lucky.
Well, it was good timing that I told you to fucking change, to get the engine out.
What do you mean good timing?
What do you mean?
Fuck off. Fuck.
See, this is all I'm saying. If it wasn't for me, Jack's engine would still be full of plastic.
If it wasn't for Owen, we would have fixed the Mini fucking ones.
Fuck off. At least it's a gasket and not sealant. Because most cars are sealant, some. Especially all the Land Rovers, they're all sealant. That is one hefty gasket.
Big boy, innit?
Oil on the road!
Plastic on the fucking road. Jesus Christ. Is it just pure chocolate with fucking plastic?
No, it's not chocolate, it's mostly oil, like, but you might get away with
change it.
You can change it, you might get away with it, just have to, if you unbolt it and clean it, you probably might get away.
Don't know how you clean it there.
Just fucking shove brake cleaner down there.
Brake cleaner.
Then it might just...
Might as well just get a new one then.
Yeah, I'd get a new one if I was you. Look like, if you see all the scratches here.
Yeah, plastic's been beaten up against it. Does that mean there's plastic all on the fucking pistons?
No. Because the plastic can only ever go through here. And there's no way that there's plastic small enough to go through that strainer. Like even like that little bit there doesn't fit through.
Yeah.
So I'm 100% certain that there is no plastic actually inside the pistons.
Fuck me. Fuck me!
Look at all the carbon build-up.
Oh yeah. How would you clean that? Brake cleaner?
You can't really clean it, to be fair.
Don't really need to.
No, just... That's, to be fair, it's mostly just the inside of the engine. Yeah. It's not, to be honest with you, it's not that bad with carbon build-up. Looking at it, like even through like the inlet manifold.
Well, you know what they say, plastic stops carbon.
It's quite clean through the inlet manifold, like with carbon and stuff.
Yeah,
it's like bad. Like it's done what, 135k?
140, I think.
Yeah.
Look how clean the head is.
Like it is really clean. It's just
full of plastic.
You're lucky that you've got rid of it now.
So this does raise a genuinely good point. When I brought this car, there was no history of the timing chain ever being changed, and as you can see, I've been extremely lucky here that it hasn't caused me an issue. Hopefully when we actually take the guides out, we'll be able to see the extent of the damage, but it raises a good point regarding making sure the timing chain's been done. Like we said, his car's got
cam belts as well.
Yeah, cam belts as well. But yeah, I mean, you know, this car's got 140-ish thousand miles on it, and yeah, I mean, look at the state of it. The chain and the chain in these should be done at 100,000 miles. I think cam belts are meant to be done at 50 in most cars.
It's anywhere, to be fair, it depends on the car. Like my Lexus is supposed to be done every 60,000 miles.
So every car's different, but I know for a fact in the BMW Minis and in most BMWs actually, the chain should be done at 100,000. It's one of those things that it's a massive cost. So people go, well, there's no problem with it, I ain't going to change it. And that's what I think the previous owner had done, and that's what I had thought till now. But now I would definitely say
recommend get
your chain done, and you know, it's so important, because if that chain was to completely fail, it's obviously weakened now because it's plastic, and obviously when you break plastic off, the whole bit of plastic gets weakened, which is just a product of plastic. So now that whole thing is weakened, it could have been 10 more miles down the road where the guide completely destroyed itself, chain slips off, piston goes through the bonnet, and then everyone's unhappy. Mostly me.
Mostly car to the scrapyard.
Yeah, so we were very lucky. Oh, I was very lucky.
You almost didn't want to take the engine out as well. Very almost.
Yeah. Almost wasn't going to do it, and now I'm very glad I did. Because yeah, like you saw, there was a lot of plastic in the sump, and yeah, we got off extremely lucky. So if you've got no history of your cam belt or timing chain being done, and it's close to or over 100,000, get it done, get it booked in.
All we're saying is you don't have to take your engine out to do your timing chain.
No,
you don't have to. We've only took the engine out because there's a lot of oil leaks, you got coolant leaks on this, so it was easier to take the engine out and do them all at once than doing them in bits with the engine still in.
Yeah, I mean,
with timing chains and cam belts, you don't have to take the engine out at all.
No, not at all. I mean, Owen had one done on his old Fiesta, and that was done in the car within a few hours. You know, relatively easy, and you know, you don't have to have the engine out. Like Owen was saying, we've got a shitload of things to do, so we're going to do them, and that included doing the timing chain, and it was definitely a good job we did it. Yeah, it's a good job we also changed the sump gasket, because if we didn't, we would never have known that all the plastic was sitting in the sump. So swings and roundabouts, bit more money to be spent on an oil pickup pipe, because the oil pickup pipe has got a lot of plastic on the outside of it. We reckon it probably could just be cleaned up and reused, but for probably what, 40-50 quid, I might as well just get a new one.
It's better to be safe than sorry with stuff like this. If you're rebuilding it, we're not rebuilding the engine, but if we're refreshing the engine,
yeah, I mean,
stuff like this that's got plastic contamination, you're better off replacing it, because you're better safe than sorry. I
mean, I've spent £110 on the timing chain kit, so you know, and I've spent 300-400 quid on the suspension. I'm going to spend another 500 on the brakes. If I'm going to go all out, might as well spend the extra 40 quid just to know that it'll be all right. So yeah, there's not much more we can do on this bit for now, because we need to obviously order the pickup. So I'm going to take the pickup off.
Excellent, so we can just do that.
We'll give it a bit of a clean up, and yeah, let's see how it goes. So we've been defeated today.
Defeated?
Not defeated, but we've been defeated by tools, and we need a few more parts we really weren't expecting. So I've got the timing chain kit. I was expecting to do all that, but I need a new pickup, oil pickup, because there was a load of little plastic shards inside the top of the pickup. We could hear them rattling about and couldn't get them out. There was nothing actually in the pickup pipe, but we couldn't get these bits out, so I just cut it, and we got them all out. There was quite a few biggish chunks of plastic in there, so obviously we wouldn't have wanted to put that back in anyway. So I've got to get a new oil pickup. I'll get one of them this week, and I also just need to find a big enough hex bit to take the top two bolts for the guides out. So we've not really got much else we can do on the engine today. The plan is to sort the engine out, put it back in with the gearbox. Sorry, just before that we're going to do the brake lines. Then we're going to put the subframe in, do the rear suspension, brakes, MOT probably. So obviously we need to get this sorted first. So we're going to go away, get some parts, and then come back and do it another day. But it's been an interesting day. I wasn't expecting to see plastic, in the sump. I wasn't expecting to see anything other than a small little puddle of oil, to be brutally honest. And we saw a lot more. So yeah, we actually managed to pull a bigger chunk of the guide out, which was sitting still attached to the guide, sort of wedged between the rest of the guide and the chain. Owen will show you now. And you know, that we managed to pull free, so all it would have taken, like I was saying earlier, is a couple more miles down the road, and it would have slipped itself, and then the chain would have come up, and yeah, world of hurt. So we're very lucky, and I'm very grateful that we are at this point, rather than trying to source a new engine and put that in. So that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. If you're new around here, please hit the subscribe button. It really does help us out. Make sure you hit the thumbs up button if you did enjoy this video. We've got quite a few more videos coming, obviously on the Mini. Tyler's got a new car, so we'll do a bit of a car check thing on that. There might be a little bit of work to do on Owen's Lexus, not sure. Chelsea's TT. Chelsea's TT, we're going to show off that car finally. I did fix it this morning. It's got to go and have a bit more work done. But once it's done and ready, we'll do a video on that. Yeah, summer, so we'll probably go out on some nice drives, go to the beach or something like that. But yeah, thank you for watching this video. Go and check out the website, www.grindinggears.uk. I've got stickers and mugs available on there. Check me out on Instagram at grindinggearsofficial.
By the way, new car coming in November.
New car coming in November. Put your guesses in the comments. Sorry. And yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.